The Trump administration is reluctantly restarting a program to fund electric vehicle chargers after pressure from a lawsuit filed by 16 governors and attorney generals, including Governor Josh Shapiro. A congressman warns the SEPTA funding crisis could impact Amtrak service in central Pennsylvania. This and more in the Week in Focus for the Pennsylvania Capital Star. First up, the Trump administration has agreed to relaunch a program originally started under President Joe Biden that funds EV chargers. Governor Josh Shapiro was among those who took legal action to get the program reinstated after the administration froze a $5 billion federal EV infrastructure initiative earlier this year. The new guidelines were issued in accordance with Trump's January 20th executive order titled Unleashing American Energy and sought to eliminate the electric vehicle mandate and promote true consumer choice. They also did away with requirements for states to address consumer protection, emergency evacuation plans, and environmental considerations. Pennsylvania is among the leading states in the National Electric Vehicle Infrastructure Program, and according to PennDOT, the program's completed charging stations have eliminated about 1.56 million pounds of carbon dioxide emissions, a contributing factor in climate change. Up next, Congressman Brendan Boyle says if SEPTA's funding crisis isn't fixed, Amtrak service in central Pennsylvania could take a major hit, costing the rail agency about $71 million and possibly negatively impacting the Keystone service. The Keystone line runs 13 daily round trips between Harrisburg and New York, stopping in places like Lancaster and Philadelphia. Funded mostly by PennDOT, it carried 1.27 million riders last year, making it Amtrak's fifth busiest route. SEPTA is facing a $213 million budget gap and may start cutting services as soon as next week if the state doesn't boost transit funding. Up to 800,000 daily riders could be affected. Want to support Pennsylvania Capital Star? Sign up for our morning newsletter, like and share this post, or become a donor to help support independent journalism in the Commonwealth. And finally, after a rise in political violence and threats, some Pennsylvania lawmakers plan to introduce bills to boost safety and ensure seats are quickly filled if a legislator is killed. Political violence has no place in our democracy, and it is paramount that state legislators are safe while serving the people of Pennsylvania, said Representative Greg Scott of Montgomery County. Advocates have some concerns about the proposal, but say lawmakers have reason to worry about safety, especially in light of the firebombing of the governor's mansion in Harrisburg in April. Scott and co-prime sponsors Representatives Ronnie Green and Heather Boyd have yet to introduce the legislation, with drafting ongoing. They're currently seeking co-sponsors. For the Pennsylvania Capital Star, I'm Natalie Bensavenga, and this was your Week in Focus.